Hi, students. I need to stop and talk a little bit about academic integrity, um, the use of AI. This policy is in our syllabus, and I'm just seeing so many of these. Right now, with the personal essay, even with that, I'm just going to be honest. Like, how can you tell a personal story and let AI write it for you? But anyway, um, academic integrity is really important, authenticity, and to get the value out of this class, you have to do your own work. You must submit your own work, okay, your own work. And I'm not telling you anything that's not in the syllabus, but I am just going to remind you again. I'm seeing it a lot on responses that are supposed to be based on the video lecture that Dr. Monty recorded, and because he has distilled down key information. He doesn't use formal sentence structures like when you read from an article or a textbook, and I'm getting formal textbook type of answers and sentence structures. And what I don't know from that is if you even understand. Dr. Monty did a marvelous job of taking the key concepts and saying them very simply and clearly. So it's pretty easy for me to tell when you have gotten your information from somewhere else. Now, if you said I came from this source, we wouldn't have nearly as much trouble, except that you probably are copying it word for word. But what is the thing today is that students are having AI write it, or they're relying on it overly to do the content. Now, when the content matches Dr. Monty and it's just too sophisticated, maybe that's just an overuse of, say, a Grammarly AI tool. Okay, but that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting things, and some of them they're not even accurate to what he said, because he's saying this is how to do the assignment that has been assigned, not just in general, because ours is a narrative with reflection, or it's a consciousness raising essay, and it's not just informative. And he's saying common mistakes to avoid, to look out. And I'm getting stuff that's like not even matching. So when I see that, I run it through AI detectors, not one, but two, because AI, the use of AI, and it's in here twice, this is one of them under academic integrity, is not permitted. Okay, this not the tool you're supposed to be using for this class. There might be uses for it some other place and time to do some research or whatever. You have to be careful with that, um, because AI is from the internet, and not everything on the internet is accurate. Okay, um, and you're not going to develop your own writing skills by letting AI write for you. Okay, AI is not going to be able to write your answers or give you the answers to the exams. You have to do well on the exams to pass this class. AI clearly can't write a personal story with personal details because it's not a person. Okay, um, it it's a very weak crutch. Okay, um, the biggest tell is it just doesn't match up with the specific instructions that you're given. We don't take and ask you to study along textbook and read chapters or homework. The first video on the narrative essay was very engaging. I sat through it for about an hour and a half, and he really honed in at the end. He had very important things. I wrote down the little 15 tips, things that he said to watch out for, what you needed to know, with discussion, like being in a virtual class, like with other people asking questions. It was a good experience. And then the one on consciousness raising was just 5 minutes. Okay, what you needed to know. And then the check-in I created is to see if you're following that, if you are following those instructions. Many of them are written as well. And then when I see quiz answers or different things that don't follow the instructions, um, that's going to lead you to a lot of problems with passing this or any other English 101 class. There's some basics in here. I mean, one of the first policy that we see is even a single sentence will earn a 0. Now, what I put in there is I flag it as a 1 so that you know that I've looked at it, that I have responded with feedback, and it's not just I haven't graded it yet and it was a little late or something. Um, every single word and idea must be original unless you have attributed, I'm looking right here, the words or ideas to your source. And right now, the source is supposed to be you. I need to know your raw writing. Um, if there's an open-ended part about what else you might know, it's like what you're already supposed to know. In essay 3, which will be after the midterm, you'll be asked to do research, okay? But you have got to develop your own writing style and get it up to what it needs to be for the college level. And I need to make sure you understand uh, the concepts. And the only way you can really do that is in your own words. Even the outline presentations, when you're just reading the text on your PowerPoint, you're just telling me words and you can't show me an example and explain it, I don't know if you even understand how to do an outline from that. If you don't know how to apply the information, then you haven't achieved the level of competency you need to be successful um, elsewhere. If AI can do it effectively for you, then you aren't really needed. And that's the really troublesome thing about your future in a career. Yes, there are uses for AI in the future. My husband's in IT. He knows that, and they know they're working on how to use those tools. But you have to be the person that has the content and generates the content, has the understanding. And so the assessments are there to make sure that you understand the concepts and that you can actually apply them. And again, just be diligent. I'd rather see, I really want to see your words, okay, and just follow the instructions there. I want you to succeed and you won't improve. It's like getting someone else to do the push-ups for you, and you're going to be just as in bad a shape as at the beginning, at the end as at the beginning, if anybody else is doing it for you. And that shows up. It shows up. Okay. Just going to have to bear down and do the little things, and then you'll build up your strength, and you'll be fine. Okay, you'll be fine. But don't take that way out.